Hi everyone, it's John from What's Up. So this week we're starting a new section on the channel called Rumors, a Wheel of Time edition. And in this section we will cover any and all things that come out on the interwebs, so Reddit, YouTube, anything like that people are discussing about the Wheel of Time show that may not actually be quantified by Rafe the showrunner or by Amazon Prime. So anything sort of unofficial and not actually released, we're going to talk about it here, and I'm going to consider it all to be just speculation until they actually come out and say this is what it is. Because as we all know, the internet's not always right. So this particular video is going to have spoilers up to and including the end of A Shadow Rising, which is the fourth book in the series. So if you don't want to have anything spoiled or you haven't read the series yet, maybe shut the video off now and watch one of my other videos first. All right, so now we're going to delve into what's been going on. All right, so this week we've had 3 casting rumors come out. Now the casting agencies put these up on their website as gospel, so they come up and they were set in stone according to the casting agency. People saw them, looked at them, discussed them, talked about them, and as soon as it generated a lot of buzz, they were mysteriously taken down. Now, did Amazon Prime actually ask them to take them down, or maybe the showrunner Rafe? Maybe, we don't know. But they were taken down, so they're not up there anymore. So you can go to the casting website, and they're not actually there. But nothing's ever truly gone on the internet, so we know it happened. So we're going to discuss what they were. So 3 characters were supposedly casted this week. The first 2 were Matt's parents, Natty and Abel Cawthon. Now, Natty Cawthon was cast Juliet Howard, was cast as Natty Cawthon. And Christopher Scarif was cast as Abel. Now, these 2, you may not recognize their names right off, but they do have quite the repertoire of television shows behind them, and they are quite experienced actor and actresses. So, did they come cheap? Probably not. Why would they be cast in such minor roles, so to speak, during the first and second season? My guess is because they're going to expand on the roles just a little bit, maybe. And by the 4th book, in Shadow Rising, Abel's roles it features quite prominently in Perrin's story arc, and Natty is there a fair bit as well. So maybe they wanted experienced actor and actresses to carry on the role out throughout the end of the 4th book. The third one, which has generated the most amount of buzz, is Laila Aybara. That's Perrin's love interest from the books. Now, she's only mentioned briefly in the books for about 1 page during The Shadow Rising. Now, she's been, Helena Westerman has been cast as her. Now, you're asking, why would they cast a character that's only appeared in the 4th book for maybe a page this early? Well, my guess is they're going to expand on her a little bit in maybe the first season or 2, and that she is not just playing that character. Now, in the book, what she is someone that Perrin meets at the Elsine farm during A Shadow Rising, and he briefly mentions that, oh, this is a girl that I once upon a time, thought I might marry, and he says this to Fail, his soon-to-be wife at that point. Now, the internet is abound with rumors. So the 3 big rumors that come out is the first one is that she could be his sister. She's cast as one of Perrin's sisters. So in the books, he has a lot of sisters, and maybe they're cramming them all into one character, and she's going to play that one character for Winter Night when the Trollocs come to Emily's Field. I personally don't like this at all, basically because Marcus Rutherford is very dark complected, and Helena is not. They don't look anything similar at all. So for them to play her off as his direct sibling, they'd have to maybe expand upon that and talk about it a bit more. So it's possible. I mean, don't get me wrong, they may do that, but I think it's very unlikely because it seems like a lot of extra steps just to have her cast as his sister. So personally, I'm discounting that rumor. Now, the second one is that it's Perrin's wife. Now, there's 2 parts to this. The first part is that people are saying that it's Perrin's wife and that she dies in Winter Night. So when the Trollocs attack, they kill her. He gets very upset. He goes all John Wick, and he wants to go fight the Dark One, and that's why he leaves with Moraine, Lan, Rand, and Matt. Possible. It's certainly my favorite theory of the 3 big ones. Basically because it does not cause a whole lot of change in all of the seasons or the books, and it does make a little bit of sense because Perrin's reason for leaving is, well, he's seen the Half-Men and his friends are going, so he's going with them. So maybe this gives him a little bit more fleshed out reason to leave the 2 rivers and fight the Dark One. Now, the third rumor rather, is that she's playing his wife and that she doesn't die in Winter Night, and that it just makes for good TV for him to have to leave her behind, and he gets very upset and emotional, and he has to leave his wife and maybe young family behind when he goes. Now, I don't like this rumor, mainly because it can cause a lot of problems, especially as you get later on in the books, because we all know that he eventually meets Fail, Hunter for the Horn, and they do eventually fall in love, and they get married and whatnot in the books. So if this was the case, they would have to rework a lot of that storyline. Now I know they're probably going to rework it a lot. It's an adaptation, so things will change, but it does seem like a really major change to me for him to be already married. That would mean that whenever he comes back to defend his hometown during a Shadow Rising, when the White Cloaks are attacking and there's Trollocs and whatnot there, it would mean that he's probably still married, or maybe she passes away then, and all of the romance or the tension between him and Fail up to that point where they traveled the ways and they went through Tyr together with Rand. None of that happens. Or it's reworked to the point where they're platonic friends, and I think that really would detract from the story. Now, again, this is my speculation. I'm not saying one thing or the other. The rumor I like the best is that she's his wife and she dies in the first episode, and it gives him a reason to leave, because I think that would actually flesh out the story a little bit more and make the TV show a little bit more believable for his reason for leaving. Um, so, again, rumors. And we're going to go through this every week. We'll go through rumor posts, or if a big rumor comes out and people are talking about it, then I'll jump on it in a day or two if I can and release a video. I'm going to be honest here, I'm probably going to be behind some other people about it, but my thoughts and views on it are going to be a little bit different too. So I want to thank you all for tuning in to this video, and here's to many more.